The story begins with Tom, a middle-aged man whose life appears enviable. He has a successful The story begins with Tom, a middle-aged man whose life appears enviable. He has a successful career, a beautiful home, 2 children, and a loving wife, Kristen. However, the seemingly perfect surface hides deeper cracks. Tom is introduced questioning his morality and worth, seeking validation from a friend who humorously dismisses his introspection. Despite his outward achievements, there is an underlying tension, a sense of dissatisfaction and unspoken conflicts. A minor yet telling incident with a neighbor's intrusive drone symbolizes Tom's reluctance to assert himself, reflecting his broader inability to confront deeper personal issues. This sets the stage for a story where unresolved guilt, hidden secrets, and suppressed emotions come to the forefront. The surprise birthday party. Kristen organizes a surprise birthday party for Tom, attended by family, friends, and their teenage children, Rose and Jack. The event, while festive on the surface, is riddled with moments of tension. Tom's unease becomes apparent as he struggles to engage with the celebration. His interactions with guests and family reveal subtle strains in his relationships, especially with Kristen, who is determined to maintain the facade of a happy family. The party becomes a platform for unraveling secrets. Tom's interactions with his father-in-law, William, underscore a contentious relationship marked by suspicion. William openly expresses doubts about Tom's integrity, adding to the latter's growing anxiety. A tense family dynamic. The central conflict is further explored through Tom and Kristen's interactions. While Kristen is portrayed as the perfect host, cracks in her composure hint at deeper frustrations. Their teenage daughter, Rose, exhibits rebellion, challenging her parents' authority, while Jack remains more subdued, attempting to mediate. During a heated moment, Rose announces her decision to drop out of college to work for a non-profit in Madagascar. This decision shocks the family, leading to an emotional confrontation. Rose's declaration highlights the generational divide and differing values within the family, as well as her desire to break free from societal expectations. Tom's secrets begin to surface. As the night progresses, Tom becomes increasingly paranoid. His erratic behavior raises questions about his fidelity and honesty. Kristen confronts him about cryptic phone calls and his distracted demeanor, but Tom deflects her inquiries. Their arguments hint at long-standing issues in their marriage, with trust and communication at an all-time low. Tom's interactions with other partygoers, including flirtatious guests and old acquaintances, further amplify his discomfort. His unease seems tied to a mysterious figure a young woman glimpsed near the pool. Her presence is unexplained, adding an element of mystery and psychological tension to the narrative. The girl in the pool. The titular girl in the pool becomes a focal point of the story. At first, her appearances are fleeting, almost ghost-like. Tom is the only one who seems aware of her, leading him to question his sanity. The girl embodies Tom's unresolved guilt and suppressed desires, serving as both a literal and metaphorical disruption to his carefully curated life. Through flashbacks and fragmented conversations, it is revealed that Tom had an affair with a young woman, whose name is Hannah. Their relationship was marked by secrecy and passion but ended abruptly when Tom decided to prioritize his family. Hannah's presence at the party blurs the line between reality and hallucination, as she confronts Tom with the consequences of his actions. Confrontation and revelation. The party reaches a boiling point when Kristen discovers a series of incriminating messages on Tom's phone. This discovery leads to a dramatic confrontation where Tom is forced to admit to the affair. Kristen's devastation is palpable, and their argument escalates in front of the guests, shattering the illusion of their perfect marriage. Amidst the chaos, Tom attempts to explain his actions, blaming his insecurities and midlife crisis. However, Kristen refuses to accept his excuses, accusing him of selfishness and betrayal. Their children, particularly Rose, are caught in the crossfire, further highlighting the collateral damage of Tom's infidelity. The girl's true role. Hannah's presence takes on a haunting quality as the night unfolds. It becomes clear that she represents more than just a past mistake, she is a catalyst for Tom's self-destruction. Her cryptic dialogue and elusive behavior suggest that she is not entirely real but rather a manifestation of Tom's guilt and fears. Through a series of surreal and tense encounters, Hannah forces Tom to confront his deepest flaws. She accuses him of using her as an escape from his responsibilities and challenges him to take accountability for his actions. These scenes are interwoven with dreamlike sequences that blur the boundaries between memory and reality. The party unravels. As the party spirals out of control, other guests become embroiled in the drama. Old grievances and hidden tensions among friends and family come to light, creating a chaotic and volatile atmosphere. The pool area, initially a serene backdrop, becomes a site of conflict and emotional breakdowns. Rose, disillusioned by her parents' behavior, takes a stand, urging both Tom and Kristen to prioritize honesty and healing. Her maturity contrasts with her parents' dysfunction, serving as a poignant reminder of the generational shift in values and resilience. Tom, the imperfect protagonist. Tom is the central figure around whom the drama revolves. He begins the story as a man trapped between his external success and internal discontent. His reluctance to confront his shortcomings is evident from the opening scene, where he avoids addressing small issues like the intrusive drone. This avoidance of conflict is a recurring theme in his character, manifesting in his reluctance to take responsibility for his infidelity and the strain it places on his family. As the party progresses, Tom's psychological state deteriorates. His paranoia about being discovered, coupled with Hannah's intermittent appearances, pushes him to the brink. By the climax, he transitions from denial to reluctant acceptance, acknowledging the pain he has caused. While he is not entirely redeemed, his willingness to seek therapy and rebuild trust with Kristen marks the beginning of his transformation. Kristen, the pillar of the family. Kristen is portrayed as a devoted wife and mother who strives to maintain the family's unity, even at the expense of her own well-being. Her meticulous planning of Tom's birthday party underscores her commitment to their life together. However, as the night unravels, her suppressed frustrations come to light. Kristen's discovery of Tom's affair serves as the emotional peak of the story. Her response equal parts anger, sorrow, and resolve highlights her strength. While she initially considers leaving Tom, her decision to prioritize their children's well-being and explore the possibility of reconciliation showcases her resilience and pragmatism. Hannah, the catalyst. Hannah's character is deliberately enigmatic, oscillating between reality and a manifestation of Tom's guilt. Her presence disrupts the party and forces Tom to confront his actions. She serves as a mirror to Tom's flaws, challenging him to take accountability. By the end, her disappearance signifies the end of Tom's delusion and the beginning of his reckoning. Rose and Jack, the next generation. Rose, the older of Tom and Kristen's children, embodies youthful idealism and a desire for independence. Her announcement about dropping out of college is a pivotal moment, symbolizing her rejection of traditional expectations. Jack, on the other hand, is quieter and more observant, often acting as a mediator. Together, they represent the future of the family and the potential for healing. Scenes and their impact. The confrontation. The confrontation between Tom and Kristen is the emotional core of the film. Kristen's discovery of Tom's affair leads to a raw, unfiltered argument that exposes the cracks in their marriage. This scene is particularly impactful due to its authenticity. Both characters express their pain and frustration without resorting to melodrama. Kristen's accusation that Tom has always prioritized his own desires over the family's needs strikes a chord, forcing him to reflect on his behavior. Her declaration that she deserves better resonates as a moment of empowerment, even as she grapples with the possibility of forgiveness. Hannah's final appearance. Hannah's last interaction with Tom is both haunting and cathartic. In a dreamlike sequence by the pool, she confronts him with the consequences of his actions, stating that his attempts to compartmentalize his life have failed. Her words "you can't hide from yourself" linger as a turning point for Tom. When she disappears, it signals the end of his self-deception and the beginning of his journey toward redemption. Rose's announcement. Rose's decision to drop out of college and work for a nonprofit reflects her desire to forge her own path. This moment not only highlights her character's growth but also serves as a critique of societal pressures. Her speech about wanting to make a tangible difference in the world contrasts sharply with her parents' focus on maintaining appearances, underscoring the generational divide. Themes and motifs. Guilt and redemption. Tom's arc revolves around his struggle with guilt and his search for redemption. The film explores the idea that acknowledging one's mistakes is the first step toward healing. While Tom's path to redemption is uncertain, his willingness to confront his flaws suggests the possibility of growth. The fragility of relationships. The film delves into the complexities of marriage and family, highlighting the delicate balance between love, trust, and individual needs. Tom and Kristen's relationship is a testament to the challenges of sustaining a marriage amidst personal struggles and external pressures. Appearances vs. reality. The stark contrast between the party's cheerful facade and the underlying tension serves as a commentary on the human tendency to mask problems. The film critiques societal expectations that prioritize appearances over authenticity. The final act, a glimmer of hope. The morning after the party is a moment of quiet reflection. The chaos of the previous night has subsided, leaving the family to pick up the pieces. Tom's interactions with his children are particularly poignant, as he attempts to rebuild their trust. Kristen, though guarded, shows a willingness to consider reconciliation, hinting at the possibility of a fresh start. The film ends on an ambiguous yet hopeful note, with the family coming together to clean up the remnants of the party. The pool, now calm and serene, serves as a metaphor for the family's potential to heal and move forward. Conclusion. The Girl in the Pool is a deeply emotional and introspective film that examines the complexities of family, guilt, and redemption. Through its richly developed characters and nuanced storytelling, it presents a compelling narrative about the challenges of confronting one's flaws and the resilience required to rebuild trust. The titular girl in the pool serves as both a literal and symbolic presence, driving the story toward its poignant conclusion. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.